Just a spectacular afternoon for football here in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina as he you inside Bank of America Stadium in uptown Charlotte. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Buffalo Bills and the Carolina Panthers. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
They'll run with a North Carolina native. This is Bryce Love. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Big Derek Brown making the stop. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Allen. He's going deep for Brown. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
Allen on 3rd down. That's caught. It's Dan Arnold, the tight end. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. It's a gain of 6, but not enough, as he'll be forced to punt on their first drive of the game. On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Christian McCaffrey deep for Carolina. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
At their own 39-yard line.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. No gain, and it's second down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Throwing on second and long. Rodgers. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. The corner, Ronald Darby, comes up to get it.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5. Now it's Rodgers. Being chased out left. He's good. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They saw their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3 and out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Trying to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards, a first down. Josh Allen, he says that he wants to continue to perfect executing the run-pass option. Looked pretty good there.
And he's put in the minds of all people trying to defend him that his legs create big plays. So guess who benefits?
His running back.
You no doubt about it, and we just saw it there.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. This is Love. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Play action. Now it's Allen. It's Waring, the tight end, with it. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers 16. They got 29 yards that time.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the next pickup.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Taken down.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Second and 5.
On the carry, it's Love. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
And the Bills are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on third and medium. Proved to be the right call. First and he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Bryce Love with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Brings up second and 5.
These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5. Now a run with McCaffrey. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
From the gun on third down, Rodgers. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he is going to have the Panthers first down, and he was able to get it by play. A gain of 8 on third and 3.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Here's McCaffrey. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Brings up second and 11 at the 35-yard line.
Second and 11 now. Rodgers looking long for Thomas. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he's got this down to the 35. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
First down, Buffalo.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen rolling to his right. This one brought in by the 6'5" tight end Waring. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. On first down, here's Love. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 at the 8-yard line.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Bryce Love with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bills have taken the lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I get some more. And it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 35-yard line.
Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. Touchdown, Carolina. Ian Thomas, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it, took it all the way home.
Really impressive hold after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
This one fielded at the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game.
2nd and 6 at the 26-yard line.
The play fake. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Arnold. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 11 yards there, first down.
First down, Buffalo.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He's going deep for Brown. This is intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Here we go. Let's go.
That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver. Whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter, they'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, You could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Off the edge, Jerry Hughes gets the sack.
7-yard loss. Brings up 3rd down.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll take it before going out of bounds. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Turn to Love on the handoff. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there. On first down, Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills have broken the tie.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
10 at the 43-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Brings up a third down and 10 yards to go.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And again, it's Rodgers. And he's got his target. That's more. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. And with 1 second left, they get the timeout, and they'll have a chance to kick the field goal before intermission. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 37. And Parkey's kick is good. And that will finish off this 3rd quarter of play. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it. Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run, and that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. On play action, it's Rodgers. Open man is Anderson. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Ronald Darby that time, the one who got a hand in and knocked it free.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. His pass caught with the 4. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front. And that one gives them a 3-point lead.
Makes the score Panthers 24, Bills 21.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Well, you had all halftime to think about what you wanted to do to start the second half. They came out with a big one.
Does that not beg the question? What was happening in the other locker room at halftime? Was that the one play they didn't cover as a possibility? Because they just gave up a big, big game.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll run on 1st down. It's Love. And a short gain down to about the 33. Give him maybe a yard. Quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Going to give it to Love. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Bryce Love, his 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the Bills have once again taken the lead. He's got the hat trick now of rushing touchdowns. Also has his team the advantage.
And I'm looking at it 2 ways here. If I'm on defense, I don't care what they do now. I commit as many people as it takes to slowing him down running the football. Even if they want to hit me over the top on play action, I just don't let him beat me that way anymore. And if I'm him, I'm in the huddle calling the plays myself. I don't care what play call comes in. I tell my quarterback, guess what? You're handing it to me again.
And if I'm the quarterback, I'm saying, okay, that sounds good, right?
Smart quarterback.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They had seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the 3rd quarter, but a moment ago the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they have not able to solve their opponents. So they've got to keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Panthers 24.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early. The false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on 2nd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's going to look deep for more. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
3rd down and 10.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Here's Rodgers to throw on 3rd down. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 46. On play action, now Rodgers. And he's got it complete to Anderson. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Moving backwards on 1st down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 13. Operating from the gun, Rodgers. That'll be taken in by Anderson. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 11-yard line.
From the gun, Rodgers. And he's got it. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers have got it back to a 1-score game. See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets him back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Going deep for Diggs. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Pride. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. A good pickup there, 21 yards. I'll tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They get the crucial turnover, just huge, but now they've got the football deep in their own territory, and you got to be careful because if you give it right back, there goes your lead.
Have to be extremely happy with their defense. They received a gift. That takeaway, even though they're deep in their own territory, now they have the football. And you know there's always that alpha on defense, that grouchy guy. Forget what the coaches said. I'll guarantee you, he told the quarterback, we just took care of you. Now you take care of us.
Now this time, Allen will throw. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there.
1st down, Bills.
On 1st down, Love. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Tackle made by K'Wan Short. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
On play action, Allen hit, he lost the football. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone to the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
From the gun on 3rd down, Allen. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There's pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked out at about the 3-yard line. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. In his own end zone, it's Rodgers. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week,
and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Trey Boston shot through on the safety blitz for the sack. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And Allen is actually going to throw it here. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. The reception good for 7. It's third down. To throw. Left side caught by Diggs. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for fourth down. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. To throw is Allen. And he's able to find Diggs. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
Hey, I knew you was blitzing right there, son.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet.
I don't know how Brown dropped the last time, but I knew Diggs wasn't going to drop this one.
Where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
We can find Jaden. Jaden's right in the tower.
At least I got my development game with my running back.
Inside the 20.
That Darby pick was clutch there.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside, can't get the ball back. They can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
Rodgers to throw. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 18 more yards there and another first down. He's going to let it fly. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Teron Johnson able to pick it, and the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
As an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Bills, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Atlanta Falcons come to town. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.